First off, I'm going to start off by saying all honors and glory due to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai by Shem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles over at Great Millstone for where I got this 100% truth. All right. So this is just going to be a quick little sit down today. Got a few scriptures wrote down. I'm just going to jump right into it. See where the Spirit leads me. If I go far and what is it called? Far and beyond duty, then let it be. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna start at let's see here. Let's start with the book of Sirach, chapter 16. The book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach. Let's start there. Chapter 16. I'm just going to kind of go verbatim. Okay. Chapter 16 from the top. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. So, today in society, you have a plethora of unprofitable children, that are grown, of course, now. That generation of that are exceedingly unprofitable. Why? Well, if you are under curses and you haven't repented and come back to your heritage to the best of your abilities, these curses are gonna weigh down on you even further, to the point where it's just gonna destroy you. Okay? So by not hearkening and repenting and returning back to your Lord, your power, then the curses just stay on you. Okay? They stay on you, and you face the consequences. You face the consequences and penalties. We're not in the land of mirth. Let's build. Let's have that American dream with a white picket fence and all of that. No, this isn't that place. So, in other words, that's like just having a bunch of degenerates running around, not knowing who they are, bywords, proverbs, bywords, niggas, spits, coons, wetbacks, okay? Black, African American, Negro, anything outside of the character of what your actual name is. And your lineage line is, and actually knowing who you are, So let me read. I'm not going to give too much lip service up on this one today. I don't have a lot of time. Okay, so let's start from the top again. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 16, from the top. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. Okay, so it's not everything ain't about sex. Just lying down, I think by now, everybody, most people should understand that by now. I mean, that's a damn good lesson that Esau system got in place, That's a damn good lesson. A messed up one, but a damn good one, okay? Neither delight in ungodly sons. Okay, now that's the point. In that particular verse, okay, that's the point. Okay, you can have all the children you want. Okay, if they're ungodly, what good purpose are they? Huh? Doesn't the scriptures read? If you read in the Old Testament, there's times where within our our culture, the way it works is if the daughter was against her father in her home. She went out. She went to get married, and she wasn't what she was thought up to be. She would, and just don't be a preacher. Don't be a minister's daughter, because then they'll burn your ass to death. Let alone stone you to death. Okay, so outside the village. So we're not we're not living in that custom and time, but that just shows how far we have failed. Into this into our chastisement, our curses, and now we're starting to come out of these curses, because we're in the latter days, and we all know what has to happen. All the prophecies have to be fulfilled before we can get up out of this damn place. Okay, Babylon the Great, aka America, last captivity. Okay, Egypt, synonymous with bondage. It's throughout the whole entire Bible. Scholars know it. There's no hiding it. Okay, so I'm not gonna sit around. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna entertain even the thought, because most Negroes out there, they want you to have a Edomite stamp of approval for you to know anything. Don't you know we living in the information era right now, Negroes? You 2/3, don't you know we living in the information era where you can push a button and find out just about anything that the average scholar got going on for himself, and where the hell did he get it? Okay, so let's not get off track. Okay, this ain't for the heathen nations either. This is pertaining to the remnant 1/3, and the hopefully elect. Okay, now it's a warning. It's a warning for Negroes, blacks, and Native Americans, so-called, okay, to come back to your heritage. That's all it is. It's a warning at the end of the day, because I can't save you. I can warn you, but I can't save you. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that was verse 1. Chapter 16, verse 1, Sirach. So, we living in, this is the aftermath of having multiple unprofitable children. This is the aftermath right here. Okay, because how many generations later, how many years actually out of the physical chains of bondage has Israel been out of? Okay, now the mental chains are still there. Okay, the mental chains are still there. Okay. So, but nevertheless, it's very unprofitable. There's that old saying, you ain't got a window or a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And the further that, you're still in captivity. Verse 2. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Okay? So you gotta be raised upright. You gotta be raised upright. Your children you have to raise your household upright. You're gonna have that household has to have standards have to be set in place. But if you got a nigga, 40 years old, sagging, playing video games, unsteady, smoking blunts, how is that gonna, that just don't match up. And then you got the nigger woman, going to Moab and them getting the weed, What kind of example is that? I mean, for the time being that we're here, we have to have the stability. And what is that stability going to be? That's going to be knowledge. Okay? Okay, to be in this place for these latter times until the finish, until Yahushua get here. Okay? But 2/3, hey, look, you ain't gonna get it. And if you are awoke and you are avoiding this message, then it's gonna be even worse on you. Okay? We living in them latter times right now. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his treasure. Okay? So, knowledge, not of this world, but of Yahushai. Okay? And if you're going to be learned, who are you learning from at home? The head of a man, the head of a woman is a man, the head of a man is Hamashiach, the head of Hamashiach is Yahushai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Did I say that right? The head of a woman is a man. The head of a man is Hamashiach. The head of Hamashiach is Yahushai. The head of Yahushai is Yahweh. There's a pecking order. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's a pecking order. Okay, moving on. Was I done in Sirach? That was Isaiah. Let's see, moving on. Because you got 2/3 wicked Israel niggas running around, and they gonna be dealt with. They're gonna be dealt with. It's a heavy thing, but it's a light thing, So, you can see the new trends, where deaf culture ain't getting no better, and then you can see the generational gap where you see, I see it. I don't know what nobody else see, but I see the generational gap where it's just a continuance. Esau's getting paid off of it. Okay, I'm not gonna forget you, E. Because you the main problem. You're the plague of the earth, and that's just what it is. So yeah, let me run through this scripture because I'm running a little short on time. Okay, let's go Ecclesiastes chapter 16 verse 2 again. Chapter 16, verse 2 again, yeah. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not in their life, neither respect their multitudes. Okay? For one that is better, Salakia, for one that is just is better than 1,000. Okay? The Lord, he deals with minute numbers. It's very small numbers. Not everybody. Okay? What do you think the 1/3 is about? I mean, ultimately, the 2/3, they gotta die on this side and be brought back, through the 1/3, but what you think? Ultimately. What you think going on? The Lord putting that spirit on Esau. You know, the Lord put that spirit on Esau to blow these niggas down. I'm going to tell it like it is. Esau come messing with you, or you get out of line with Esau. You know you're still in your captivity, and this man blow your ass down. Where do you think that spirit came from to put you down like a stray animal? Where do you think it came from? Where do you think it came from? The book of Deuteronomy. Because there ain't no such thing called luck. There's something called judgment. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out my hand. Okay? So, what we got to go any further with that? Let's take it one more step. Let's go. Let's take it one more step. Make sure we got this right. We got to have this right. On who's in charge with judgment and all things and all spirits. The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form light. Shalakia, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. You hear that? And create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, do all these things. There ain't no getting away from it. There ain't no getting away from it, and there ain't no getting around it. Okay? Now, as much as wacky-tacky Christians might want to get around, away from it and around it and jump, skip and hop and talk about love this and God love everybody, we already know what God you're talking about. We got that. We know what God you're talking about. We got that. Spiritual demon Satan, okay? We know who you worship in your churches. We're in your sanctuaries, okay? We already know all that now. We got that covered. Let's see, is that all I wanted out of? Yeah, I'm going to close Sirach out with this one right here because I got to move on with a few more scriptures. So, Sirach 16, chapter 16, verse 3. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitudes. For one that is better than for one that is just, that means righteousness, that means brought up right, okay, is better than 1,000. And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So what do we have running around right now? A bunch of ungodly children, a bunch of old wicked souls. And new bodies, that's all it is. A whole bunch of wicked souls. And I'm not just talking yesterday. I'm talking way back then. Even when Yahushua was walking. Okay? Them same wicked ass spirits, Pharisees, scribes, all of them are back today. All of them. In fact, they ain't never went nowhere. Yeah, never went nowhere. Cause what goes on? What makes it evident that they never went nowhere? Because the history keeps perpetuating and repeating itself amongst Israel. Okay, continuously. But now, as it continuously perpetuates and repeats itself, we're still in the prophecies, and the prophecies are rolling forward and forward and forward. And we're getting closer and closer day by day to that latter day, that end day, right? The prophets are waking up. Okay, the seal is happening. Okay, so what's occurring here? Okay, a great awakening, and eventually what? A great judgment. Okay, that's what's happening. Not eventually, that's just what's happening on the face of the earth. Okay? If you have any sense, you'll know that there's 3 firmaments. If you have any sense. Or if you just search the scriptures out. I'm no scholar. I'm no scholar. I'm a student. I'm learning myself. Barely winging off milk, Barely winging off milk. Go ahead and say it like that. Barely winging off milk. So let's go over here. Nope, let's go to Isaiah before I go over there, because I'm gonna just give you a prime example of not an example, I'm gonna give you what the prophets prophesied it to happen, because it happened then and it's happening now. Okay? It was prophesied during the downfall as well. Okay? To further that. So let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. For as for my people, children are their oppressors. So who run most of these households nowadays? No father in the home. Who run it? The son and the daughter, they get of what? 12, 13, 14. What they doing? They running the household. They make the decision on who the single parent dates. Don't they? 9 times out of 10. Okay? Let's read that from the top. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Now, women rule over them. Naturally, in order, the woman's supposed to rule over the child. But who's supposed to ultimately rule over the woman? Okay? That'll be the man, the head of the household. That doesn't happen. Not in this current time. So that's moving forward in prophecy as well. Okay? Esau-Edom's system has replaced and removed the man out the house. And Eve has always been beguiled. Okay? And took in all of the baits and trinkets that Esau has offered. Because you got to remember, women love power. And right now, we are not in our power. Okay? It's on its way. Okay? But we are not in our house. We are not in our rest. Okay? We're not there right now. And this video is only for the serious-minded. You understand me? The serious-minded. Okay? The 1/3 and the hopefully elect. Okay? That's all the video message is for. Okay? Anybody else, I give a damn less how you feel, or how you take it. I don't care. Okay? And if you going, just sit back and don't say nothing at all. Because this isn't concerning you. If you're going. Heathen. Okay. Let's start from the top. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. And as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the path and destroy the way of the path. Okay? So, I'm going to tell it like it is. Eve helps destroy the way of the path. Okay? Because it's as it's written. Okay? That's just the way it is. Okay? She helps to do that along with the serpent. Okay? Look who in the big house right now. Not my big house, but who's in the big house right now? What's the duality of that? What does that look like in the scheme of things? That's your current leader, the serpent, and then his assistant, Eve. Okay? Played out all over again. Can't be hidden. It's right in your face. Unmistakable. All right? You can't make this stuff up. So, this thing got to go down, man. Babylon got to go away. Babylon is gonna rock to and fro once them thermonuclear, what they call them, icy intercontinental ballistic missiles start launching from silos. Some might come from marine, submarines. The warheads, they might be mobile. Some of them are going to be coming out of silos. It's just, this thing is going to be, it has to be washed away. Yeah, washed away. That's what we're waiting for. Now the main ones, like I said, Eve is part of the erring, but then you got these false you got these 501c3, you got these wicked Pharisees and scribes in these churches who just continuously lead the flock astray. And then you have them in Israel too. Okay, you have camps too. Okay, you have camps like that too. So yeah, you have that. It's there. But again, trying to start being in mirth here on this land, man. This place is finished. I give a damn less, everything should be taken one day at a time. Shouldn't be trying to plan ahead. You'll be a damn fool if you're trying to plan ahead. Tell you that right now. You'd be a damn fool. So all in all, Esau know what's going on. He know what the hell he done did. Okay, and there ain't no reversing it. There ain't no changing it. There ain't no correcting it. You can send all the stimulus packages as pleases you. Okay, there's no compensation for what you've done. You know how that has to be paid. I already put that on one of my other videos. Okay, so this thing has to, it has to wrap up in the format that Yahushua is going to wrap it up in. Okay, because this is his program. Okay, he wrote this. This is his script. And nothing's going to change. Nothing's going outside of it. Okay? This is his script, and it has to move forward. Okay? That's just it. And I think I'm going to close out. I had a few more. Let's see here. Let me see. That's St. Matthew's. You know, because, yeah, and let me get St. Matthew's right quick, because that's what Yahushua was dealing with, and, you know, when he was walking. So those same spirits is back on this planet, and let me just get this one, because I said children ruled. Yeah, I went over to that scripture over in Isaiah 3. So I had it written down, and I put Matthew's chapter 23, verse 30, 23 verse 30. Starting at 31. Yeah, because the wicked ain't gonna listen, and 2/3 is clearly back. They doing what they've always done, and they follow after their slave master, and they want to continuously stay in slavery. They got their new God, their new Caesar, their new Pharaoh, and they're happy with him, and they're doing anything to scrounge up confusion to keep this word and this truth from coming out. So the same wicked souls is back. We're aware of it. We know who you are. So, okay, this is St. Matthew's chapter 23, verse 21. Shalakia. This is St. Matthew's chapter 23, verse 31. This is Yahushua's words. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? Okay? So, Yahushua when he was walking, you saying you people were there, you were then prosecuting him, okay? Even from beyond that, before he walked, you were prosecuting the prophets, okay? We know who the cardinal minded is, and so we know who the cardinal is, and then so when he was walking, he said it himself, right here in the scriptures.